All right. First and foremost, want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'Shem, Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS that rule well. Peace, love, and salutation to all the brothers out there pushing the word of sincerity and the truth. Shalom to all the brothers, sisters, and children out there keeping this word of sincerity and the truth. We out here once again to let the so-called blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Americans know. Is it going? Yeah, it's going. Well, we can leave it like that, man. We ain't got to start over. Make sure. No, it's live. It's live. Is it return? Nah, it's fine. We out here to let the so-called blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Americans know that we are God's chosen people. We are the Israelites according to the Holy Bible. We come out week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of this wicked kingdom known as America, which is Babylon the Great according to the Holy Bible, and is ruled and ran by the so-called white man Esau Edom that the Bible speaks of. And we out here to proclaim the return of our Lord and Savior, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. He is a dark-skinned man with woolly hair. His ancient biblical name is Yahweh Shah, and he's coming back to bring salvation to the elect of the nation of Israel and judgment to everybody else, including 2/3 of our own people. One of the brothers started out there at 14 at the top. And through the spirit, through the spirit, we know that the Lord, he communicates through us, or to us, through us and to us, but in this sense, I meant to us, and he can use other people to communicate to us, and we receive what's being said through the spirit, even if the person that's saying it don't understand what's being said. And the reason why I say that, because when I was at work today, two different instances from two different people, I had overheard a woman. She had basically said it's Friday, it's almost over. And when she said it was almost over, I registered in my mind through the spirit what's going on. Basically this whole downfall of this man's kingdom and ushering in of the kingdom of heaven. Like, it's almost over. Like, our captivity is almost over. And, I just registered through the spirit, but I ain't think nothing of it afterwards, after the situation had left. I ain't think nothing of it again until later on in the day when it was almost time for my shift to be over. I probably had like an hour and a half left. And my supervisor, he came in the office and he said those exact same words. He was like, it's almost over, man. And the exact same words that she had said is almost over. And again, through the spirit, I had registered, and that's when I knew, like, okay, maybe this is the Lord just, reiterating that fact to me that everything, all this is almost over. Like, we almost at the end of this captivity, And so, this ain't the first time that I done registered with things people have said as the Lord speaking to us. But we really almost, it's really almost over, and the Lord is finna turn everything right side up. You can start.
I said that to somebody today. I was just messing with a woman though, because they had some people out there checking some stuff for her. And she was rubbing her face. I always mess with people like they be crying. I said, you ain't gotta cry, it's almost over.
Yeah. See, you said that today. It's the third time confirmation right there. It's almost over.
You want to start again out
here? Yeah. Okay.
This is Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 1. For Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land. And the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob.
Right. So the Lord said he will yet choose Jacob and he will yet choose Israel, despite all the things we have done, and despite everything that we done been through. The Lord still views us as his chosen people. We done went from the very top, giving laws, statutes, and commandments to make us a noble and sovereign nation. And we lost everything. We literally lost everything. And we came all the way to the bottom. And despite everything and everything we've done, the Lord still gonna set us back up in that sovereign, noble nation. And we're gonna be greater than what we ever had been. And the strangers is all our people amongst the other nations as well. All Israelites, starting with the elect, will be saved, will be redeemed, but it starts with the elect. And in this instance right here, it's talking about the elect, The Lord, he ultimately gonna choose, he chose the whole nation, but it started with the elect.
And the people shall take them and bring them to that place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of Yahweh Shai with servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives, whom captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors.
Right, so we're gonna take all these other nations, because all these other nations are responsible for our downfall and our captivity and all the horror and the terror and the oppression that our people done went through, you know. And even to this day, when these other nations, these Arabs, open up these convenience stores, these gas stations, these Moabites, so-called Chinese, open up these nail salons, you know, or these so-called Arabs, they open up these hair stores and sell all this fake weed or this weave and everything to all our people. They contributed to the kingdom of the so-called white man, because all that stuff is meant to destroy you. You know?
I think it's way up here. I ain't realized they turned it they said Office Depot 55. They turned it to a music store.
I ain't even been in there yet, but I already know it's probably Elam. It's probably Elam or Ishmael probably running it. The so-called East Indians or the so-called Arabs.
They turned the bookstore into a hair store.
And you know who's gonna be going up in there eating. And it's right beside the grocery store.
Right beside the club too.
So listen, you talking about
last call.
But you see, these other nations, they contribute to the downfall of keeping us down, because none of that is our way. We don't wear fake hair. The nation of Israel do nothing fake, you know, but the other nations, they benefit and they making money off our people, and they go back to their communities and go back to their homes and build up their communities, build up their family, and send the rest to their family.
That's
you know,
right.
In the other countries and the other nations, they stick together. We the only ones that don't.
That's
but
right.
all that's coming to an end, you know. And like I said, we should rule over our oppressors. And I kind of want to make a continuation of what we was going into last Wednesday about the kingdom of heaven, because some more ideas thoughts had came to my mind about it. But we gonna rule over our oppressors, which means all the nations that took us into captivity or that had a hand in our captivity, they're gonna go into captivity. And like we got in that Psalms 83 last week, all those nations.
And it shall come to pass in the day that Yahweh shall give thee rest from thy sorrow and from thy fear and from the hard bondage wherein thou wast made to serve. That thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how hath the oppressor ceased, the golden city ceased? Yahweh hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers.
Right. So it said how is I'm trying to read that again. Can you hold Isaiah 60? Isaiah 60, you can start at 9. You went over. Read that.
Isaiah 14:4. Thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how hath the oppressor ceased, the golden city ceased?
Right. How has the oppressor ceased, the golden city ceased? America, Babylon the Great, instead ran by Esau Edom instead of oppressive city, and Esau Edom is the oppressor. You know, Babylon is the golden city. Esau Edom is the oppressor. And how has he ceased? Because what's gonna happen is once that 1,000 years once the thermonuclear war is finally over and the Lord has redeemed his people, it's over with for Esau, it's over with for all the other nations. They completely lost their power because the Lord is going to take everything away from them. Just like we lost everything and we had absolutely nothing, the other nations is going to feel they're going to know exactly how that feels to lose every single thing and to be called exactly what you are. You know, so Esau Edom, because a part of him being in power is he was able to hide his identity, you know, so that took a lot of heat off of him. But in the kingdom of heaven, everyone is going to call him for what he truly is, an Edomite, you know, Esau Edom. We ain't going to call him the so-called white man no more, or Caucasians, whatever, Idumea, whatever they try to hide their names under, or whatever they want to call themselves. We're going to call them exactly what they are, Esau Edom, the devil. you know.
Yeah, that's right.
And you can also tell that things that he has done is becoming undone, because a lot of people are waking up, and a lot of people are finding out the truth. And on what hit my social media Instagram thing was the hell doctrine, and the Vatican is coming out saying that Pope Francis didn't say that, but he said that there was no hell, and one of the elders had pulled it up that the Catholics were the ones that started the hell doctrine, to scare the Israelites into trying to follow the customs that they wanted them to follow.
That's right.
And tell them that if they didn't, they would go to hell. But everything the Most High had put into play from previous, and Esau has come in and turned upside down. The Most High is turning right side up, and the truth is coming out, really exposing who the devil really is.
That's right.
Which is going into what he's saying.
Yahweh Hashem Yahushua had broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers.
Right. The staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. So that's going into this man's power and his rulership. Because the staff and the scepter that goes into a ruler, that a scepter is like what a ruler would have, showing basically like a symbolic of his dominance over a province or over a kingdom with his reign. It was symbolic of him having domination over a province, over a region, over a kingdom. But basically the Lord is breaking his domination over the earth, and when that time comes, when that is almost over, that time where it's finally over, it's gonna be completely broken.
He who smote the people in wrath when they continue with stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted and none hindered.
He's persecuted and none hindered, meaning now he in trouble. Now his kingdom is failing. Now things are not working out for him. Because when it was our time to go down, Esau Edom, man, no matter which captivity it was, Esau Edom partook it. He was all for it. He was all for these other nations taking us down, especially during the time of the Persian Empire. Medo-Persian Empire. It dawned back on my, in my spirit, the book of Esther. I seen a license plate, which I running on the motorcycle, but it was a license plate that had the name Esther on it. We know about the book of Esther, the story of Esther, and what Haman, which was the Edomite. What Haman, that was the Edomite, what he tried to do to the nation of Israel at that time, the Jews, tried to have us eradicated, for not worshiping him, bowing down to him. Then he tried to take over the people himself, and the Lord winded up judging, and destroying them. But nevertheless, this man now his time is coming to where he's going down. Ain't nobody trying to stop him. We'll get it out. It's good.
Verse 7. The whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing.
Right. See, this is gonna happen when this man is finally out of power. The whole earth is gonna be in rest and it's gonna be quiet, because there is not gonna be another war after this war. There will be a complete order amongst the nation of Israel, and it's gonna be our job to establish that order throughout the whole earth through the guidance of Yahweh. Best believe it's gonna be a lot of work. It's gonna be a lot of work to be done. There's not gonna be such thing as unemployment, because this is part of what I was thinking about.
start at verse 17. Let us see if his words be true, and let us prove what shall happen in the end of him. For if the just man be the son of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, he will help him and deliver him from the hand of his enemy.
Right, seeing this is the mindset of the wicked. This is the mindset of the elite, and these Edomites in general, especially those that's up under them in that same party. This is their mindset. This is why it's so much effort into trying to destroy the nation of Israel. Esau Edom got all these traps in these high places, whether it be in your food, your entertainment, so on and so forth. He got all these traps trying to destroy the nation of Israel, and he destroying his kingdom in the process, destroying the people, what they call collateral damage. You got a lot of other nations in Esau Edom affected by what this man is doing, but his ultimate target is us, because he really want to see if we gonna hold up, if we gonna have that integrity, and really it's for the men that's standing on the men of the Lord.
That's right.
If we the ones that's coming out and saying we the children of the, we the children of the Most High, we the prophets, we taking his kingdom down, and we gonna be in rulership out here, we the chosen people. We the ones saying that, so ultimately all his tactics is gonna be against. It's like the elite versus the elect. So it's gonna go to the whole nation, but his main target is gonna start with the head, which is the prophets.
Let us examine him with despitefulness and torture, that we may know his meekness and prove his patience. Let us condemn him with a shameful death, for by his own saying he shall be respected. Such things they did imagine and were deceived, for their own wickedness had blinded them.
Right. See, their own wickedness had blinded them, because no matter what they're doing, it's all the will of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua anyway. So it was already written in our stories, those stories of the men who gonna be beheaded, or who gotta suffer, suffer all this wrong that Esau Edom and that he's really finna bring upon our nation, be a Jacob's trouble, if it's your life to do so. He didn't realize that all that was a part of what's gonna make us finish our story and make it great, because the Lord is gonna help us throughout all this. Those are the elect. So Esau Edom, he didn't consider his latter end, like the scriptures say. He didn't consider his latter end. He think just like a child, just like a woman, But mainly a child, they think for the now. They do things now. They don't think about the outcome or how it's gonna have an effect in the long term. And that's the same way Esau Edom, with all his evil and his tactics, he tried to destroy the nation of Israel, not realizing that you bringing us down was a part of the Lord's plan, so he can raise us back up. And he said he was gonna do it in your face, which he did. He allowed you to bring us to the very lowest of the low, which is in Proverbs. And then I think it's Proverbs 50. I think it's Psalms 50, I think. Bring us all the way to the bottom, and then brought us all the way back up.
That's right.
They're going to what Dr. Miles said last week, or maybe the week before. The man goes, he saw when we sit down at the table, getting ready to eat, and all destruction is going to break out on his kingdom. See, right now, when he said that, when Romney said what he just said, it goes back to the portion that my daughter asked me. She asked me, she was making a statement about, how is he thinking that, how his mindset is, and he don't think that nothing is going to come down on him. And I was telling her that goes back to when the Most High had the council meeting in heaven, and the angel said, I'll go be a lying spirit to Ahab. So, the spirits and then the enchantments, all of that's going to begin to cease for him. So that's why this man is in the mindset thinking that he's going to rebuild. He's going to tear everything down and rebuild it back up, which goes back to Obadiah when the Most High said, he'll tear down, he'll rebuild, but I'm going to tear it down. So it's not going to be able to be rebuilt once it's torn down, because the Most High once he send that destruction, that's it. You know, but the mindset of this man is that he's going to rebuild and he's going to continue to do what he wants to do, and he's going to be able to replace us with his AI robots. You know,
right.
I saw on an article where they got a robot that can carry a baby for a couple, you know, for 9 months. The woman don't even have to go through pregnancy now.
Seen it too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they shared it, but I
Yeah.
seen it like last week or a few days ago, and I looked in the chat. I'm like, oh, they seen it too.
Yeah.
So he working on it, leaving already. finished,
Robot carrying a baby, old 9 month
Right.
baby.
It's supposed to take the male sperm and the woman egg
Right.
and mix it together, and it's supposed to be the baby is supposed to be growing inside the robot.
Yeah.
While the man and woman. So basically, it mainly appealing to the woman so she can go and continue on her life. You know, continue doing what she's doing without having to go through the process of pregnancy.
Mm-hmm.
That was the whole purpose of him saying that. And I think it said Elon Musk behind that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah.
You know,
He working on it.
he just a face of it. You know, he a puppet. They put him in place. He don't know none of that stuff. You think about it. A lot of these people, they say they drop out of school, become these great idealists that and very rock and rock. They have all these ideas and they know how to bring it to life. Man, they set up. These people set up. They don't know how to do none of this stuff.
But you know, I'm looking at Elon Musk. He go back to in the movie with Will Smith, Our Robots. He
Yeah.
looked just like the guy that was in there. That was the so-called CEO over the name of the company. I forgot whatever the name of the company was that was making these robots. You know, and the robot actually killed him. But
Yeah.
you know,
Look just like him then.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now, our robot, do the memes everybody use. I'm gonna get my robot to do this and that. How my robot gonna look at me when I tell it to do this? It was an Eve that did it. It was like my robot when I tell it to grab me something. It was some kind of butt-link braids, and it was all they terminology. And the robot just looked at the camera like that. And then another he was talking about some robots. I really can't wait to kill them.
I see the thing where Jake was playing with the robot, telling the robot to go. He was gonna whack somebody around the corner. Did y'all watch that?
I ain't seen it.
With Jake was telling the robot, hey, look, we're gonna go around the corner. You know, he gonna have his wad in his pocket. What I need you to do when he pull it out, you know, I need you to just go up there and, you know, just jab him, you know, do that, and I'll come in and do the rest. You know, tell him you want to buy a dub, you know, and he just, you know, he setting it up like he talking to a real person. The robot he like, look, I'm gonna unplug your battery if you don't, you know, get this right,
Yeah.
you know. So. I know they having fun, but they already mindset is already, you know, they put these robots out here. I'm gonna reprogram.
Yeah.
This is on Psalms 49 and 11. So the inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and that their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names.
Right. See, this is the mindset of the Edomite. They think they're gonna live forever. Because the whole purpose and the whole plan of all this is to receive the blessings. They want our blessings. A part of our blessings is immortality. So they think they're gonna dominate the earth. They're gonna call the lands after their own name. They think they're gonna live forever. And that's what they're trying to implement. That's the whole purpose of the metaverse. That's the whole purpose. Like you said, these robots. All of this is they're trying to use technology in a way to seek out the blessings, you know, because they can't get it from the Heavenly Father. It's not meant for them, it's given to us. So they trying to find other means of immortality, and they trying to find a way to combat us for it. But they can't find no way. Like the brother was saying Wednesday, when they find out that nothing that they can use is gonna allow them to get the blessings, they just gonna get the blessings of us. They just gonna revert back to their blessing, which is the sword. That's the only solution.
When you think about it, you saw feelings really hurt because, like I say, the blessing they know deep down they really can't get it no matter what they do. And
That's
then
right.
you got to think about it when they time on the playground over with, when they got to serve their punishment. After they get their hardcore punishment, it's over with for them.
That's
It ain't no freedom out there. You gonna go, you having your fun now to slavery, and then you gonna vanish. So they gonna go up there and temper tantrum before it's all said and done. Yeah, like I say, at the end of the day, they can't do nothing about it no way.
But you know, just thinking about it, their whole mindset is to replace us. You know, because when they come out with these robots, they don't need us anymore. You
That's
know,
right.
they can go, you know, that depopulation plan can go in full effect, you know, to depopulate us to where, you know, they got a world without us.
Yeah, I go here and read it since I got it. It's that robot where to carry the child. It says, you are currently working on a new version of the robot that can carry your baby for 9 months while you go about your work. You and your partner just need to bring your sperm and egg, they fertilize, and allow it to grow inside the robot for 9 months. This is going to reduce the number of women that died during delivery. But you know they had to throw that in there to try to convince you. Yeah, like this more healthy. Okay. This way for y'all kids, you go to work, you bring in some income, and you gotta worry about that. But like somebody say, you gotta eat yourself. Brothers too, they on there laughing and joking about it, and the sister was on the tone. So imagine me having to fight a robot over my baby. The robot that carried it for 9 months.
But see, you know how wicked our people are. Esau don't know how to appeal to our people because, for one, you already know he talking to the woman because when a man gets a woman pregnant, man, he ain't got no problem. You know, so you already know from one it's talking to a woman. Then two, it said so you can go and continue on doing what you and your partner continue on life. But what they really trying to say is women can continue on being these hoes and everything. Men can continue on doing what they doing. Everyone can continue on being irresponsible. Because if a woman don't have to carry, if the Lord allowed that to happen, and a woman didn't have to carry her baby, she can go off and have another one or do whatever. But your body is not even programmed to be like that.
That's right.
It's not programmed for you to have eggs taken out of you and you close back. It's not programmed to be that way. You know, and our people, or people in general, but you know it's mainly to the Israelites, they don't consider that anything outside the natural process is meant to destroy you. That's why this man he's a order of wickedness. And everywhere he goes, hell and death follows him. So even if the Lord allowed that to do that, all it is going to destroy our people. Everything that the so-called white man has done has destroyed our people. That's why we in the situation and the mindset we in now. And now he's presenting another idea of a robot carrying your baby for you.
Then how the baby gonna get the nutrients after this?
Right, how you gonna get the nutrients? And then that takes away the whole responsibility of a woman. That takes away your purpose.
Bond
That's
too,
right.
Bond too. Like
Yeah,
you carried that
yeah.
baby for 9 months, you ain't got no bond with it.
Your purpose, because the brother got it last week, your purpose is for part of your purpose is for childbearing. And during the time that you're pregnant, you're supposed to have other women that help you so that you can actually deliver the baby while the man is actually taking care of the house. That deletes the whole family structure. And our people, they don't see that. But we looking at everything through the eyes of the Lord, you know?
Polygamy, for real.
Yeah, polygamy. Yeah, right. Right. Because that's scripture in the Bible.
We kings, that's why it's supposed to be like that.
And not only that, but the Lord made more women than men for the purpose of repopulation. You know, because polygamy is not just a thing that's exclusive to the Israelites. That's how it is. That's how He made it.
Really like the Arabian folks. You see them, they got 2 or 3 women walking around with their hair around, they walk around the bar.
It's for the purpose of repopulation.
Repopulation of a godly seed.
Well, just repopulation in general, but especially for us, because he said, be fruitful and multiply. He told that the whole creation, be fruitful and multiply. Yeah, we're going to get the best benefit from it.
I was quoting that from Malachi, where he said he wants a godly seed from the union of a man and a woman.
Yeah, come.
That's all it's gonna be anyway. Like I said, after a while, they say Esau throwing that little fit now. It ain't gonna be no more Esau. It ain't gonna be nothing but going Esau.
Right. You see, when we get in that position, and when we get back in power, when we get into power, and we start repopulating the earth, everything is gonna be righteous. It's gonna be a righteous, like you said, a righteous seed. It's gonna be righteousness going on, like we got into last Wednesday. A small one shall become 1,000, and a little one shall become a strong, a small nation, a strong nation.
That's
so,
right.
a part of us repopulating the earth and bringing Israelites back into the earth, it's gonna be all for the righteousness, because those Israelites are gonna go off and do the same thing, and it's gonna be more and more righteousness being replicated throughout the whole universe. You know, that's the whole purpose. So, like you said, we
Kings, you know what I'm saying? Like, King Solomon was to be righteous by the multiple women he was with.
Yeah.
it would have flourished and prospered.
Right.
It wouldn't even went that way. It would have like if righteousness, if he would have said, hey, I'm gonna be, you know what I'm saying, real provider, I'm gonna treat you right, tell you the truth. You know what I'm saying? Because he was wise, he already hit the wisdom.
Right.
That's why he hit what? A whole lot of them. He was wise.
And so we get back into this.
Yeah.
Like you said, he was wise, he had the knowledge.
Yeah.
And
We got greedy. Let me tell you something, brother. Greed and temptation destroys.
he started to get weak.
Yeah.
You know, all that wisdom and knowledge, he started to go into the other gods, other
Gave him the
nations.
temptation. Yeah.
And then, yeah, like you said, temptation, he got tempted by these other gods, and that's where his downfall came.
Yeah.
And they had him thinking it was the women because he had all the women. Now, it wasn't other women. It was what he started following.
Yeah.
But you know, the women, they the
Yeah, they
ones
were
that.
And if we reverse that curse, my brother, if we reverse that curse, it's different. It's
we doing
all
right
over.
now.
Yeah.
Because really, the wisdom and knowledge and understanding of the Lord is what really makes us mean.
Yeah.
You know, because we don't know how to be a man without the Lord telling us what a man really is.
Right.
And
right.
see, that's the process we in right now. And see, even from the beginning, since we on the topic of women have always been our downfall. You can even go back to the time of Adam.
Yeah.
The Lord blessed Adam. He's like, look, Adam, look, all this is yours. I want you to rule over it. This is all what you can do, but don't do this.
Right.
It was through the woman that Adam failed. Just like you said with Solomon.
Yeah.
So now our Lord and Savior, who the world called Jesus Christ, his real name is Yahweh Shai.
Yeah.
And he is a dark-skinned man with woolly hair, just like us.
Yeah.
He got it right. He taught us how to walk as a man in this world, because when we get back into power, women gonna automatically come. They're gonna automatically be out there. We gotta learn how to rule the earth in righteousness. Like you said, we kings. We gotta learn what a king really is.
Learn our purpose.
Yeah, because the Heavenly Father and his Yahweh Shai, who the world called Jesus, they kings.
Yeah.
They know how to rule the universe. They know how to rule the earth in righteousness.
Yeah.
And he gave us that same knowledge. And this is what we getting back to.
That's right.
Like the brother said, women was our downfall even from the time of Adam. King Solomon too. That's why when he came back as Yahweh Shai, he didn't deal with women.
Yeah.
He was on a mission.
Yeah. On a mission. Real.
Still reading it?
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2 and verse 22. That's what the mysteries of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. They knew them not the hope they for the wages of righteousness, nor discern their reward for blameless souls.
Right, see, so this is talking about the so-called white man, because everything that they done, all the evil and wickedness has already been prophesied. Because everybody's life, everybody's destiny or story is already written in the Bible. If you believe in prophecy, then you have to believe that everything that happens was already written to happen. So everything that he has done was already considered by the Lord, and even what he's done to us. So he didn't consider his latter end and how what this world called karma, the Lord called righteous judgment, you know, because he done this to us, and the other nations participated in all the evil that he was doing, but now all that stuff got to come back into him. And just like he at the top and we at the bottom, and he don't belong there and we don't belong here, the Lord is finna reverse it. That's why everything is happening in the world. That's why the war is talking. That's why they talking about World War III, and this actually war is happening right now. That's why America is falling. That's why the mindset of the people is so off, because this man is losing power. And that's the reason why we out here and being like this around the four corners of the earth, because the Lord is putting us in power. Power starts, just like the world say, knowledge is power. Knowledge is truly power. It starts with knowledge. And we turning our people, the Lord, through this prophets, is turning his elect and ultimately his people to power, but it starts with knowledge.
Hey.
For Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai created man to be immortal and made him to be an image of his own eternity.
Right, see, and this going back to Genesis right here, that was the whole purpose of the Lord created his chosen people. He created us to be immortal and created us to be a righteous nation to thrive on the face of the earth. But we failed, you know. We failed starting with Adam. And it trickled all the way down to where we at right now. But it was all a part of the plan. Again, everything was already written. That's why we had a book, that's why we had a Bible, because it was already prophesied. So the purpose of the Lord even allowing us to get to this state was to understand the balance of good and evil. You know, we understand now why righteousness and why it has to be a righteous people in power to rule over the earth. Because if not, what happens? We get what we had to this day. And the Lord already made an example of the earth back during the time of the flood when the earth got extremely wicked. The Lord had Noah to prophesy for all those years that he did, and then he had him and his family, whom the Lord, those are the only ones the Lord allowed to be, saved, and the animals. He told Noah what to do, Noah did it, and at that day, the Lord flooded the whole earth. And everybody, men, women, and children, all of them died, except for Noah. And the Lord allowed Noah to repopulate the earth. Now the earth is back in that same state of wickedness, but it's even worse than it was during the time of Noah. And the Lord finna do the same thing with fire this time. That's why all these nations are in an uproar. That's why all this war is happening. That's why all these nations got thermonuclear capabilities. Because the Lord is really finna destroy America. It's finna be wiped off the map. And different parts of the earth is also gonna be destroyed. But it's gonna be rebuilt in righteousness. Because he's putting his men in a position of authority this time.
And we just talked about the wages of righteousness. I had to go to this Romans chapter 6 and verse 23. For the wages of sin is death. And like you just said, he made us to be immortal. So when he come back, he put us in that put us back on top. It ain't gonna be no more sin because it ain't gonna be no more death.
That's right.
Right.
For the wages of sin is death, but the gift of Yahweh Shem Yahushua is eternal life. Well, the gift of Yahweh is eternal life through Yahushua. Yahweh Shem Yahushua. He's eternal life through Yahushua and Mashiach, our Lord.
Right, so like I said, because I forgot to say that before. Like I said, he created us to be immortal. It was through transgression of the law that sin came into the world. But see, don't nobody talk about the new bodies, eternal life anymore, because all these other kingdoms, all these other nations had a kingdom on earth. But then we talk about the kingdom of heaven. Everybody thinks it's gonna be in the sky or in the heavens in another realm. The kingdom of heaven is gonna be on earth. The Lord created the earth to be inhabited, and he created it to be a paradise. So that's what it's going to get returned to in the righteous rulership. And like the brother just said, the chosen nation is going to receive that immortality. It starts with the elect, And when we say the elect, we talking about the chosen inside of the chosen, because not everybody is going to be delivered, It's only going to be those whom the Lord has turned back, to his ways. And this is what we out here for. What?
Show you an article that we over here doing this right now. In the midst of it, they over there attacking you.
Right. See, war is going on as we speak right now. Prophecy is unfolding as we speak. Don't nobody believe that we still in the days of prophetic scriptures. Everybody think prophecy was in the old time and it's over with. We ain't in no more prophecy. We live in prophecy right now.
That's confirmation.
Israel and Lebanon.
Right. That's where it's taking place there. And then you got the war in Ukraine, Russia. All of that is a part of leading up to the whole World War III.
We still did 22 minutes ago. We said something about it. We started talking again. Something else showed up. And we missed it. That was the end of the chapter.
Okay, we got
Alright, I'm gonna start at
we done with yours, right?
I'm gonna start at the top on this.
Isaiah 60.
Yeah. This is Isaiah 60, verse 1. Arise, shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of thy Lord, Yahweh Shai, is risen upon thee.
Right. And what is the glory of the Lord? This word. Because right now, the only thing that the Israelite man, and it starts with the men, the only thing we need to be concerned with is this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Because the time is coming in the earth, just like we talking about this war, all of that is going to devastate the earth. And it's going to devastate the system, it's going to devastate the economy, and it's going to be a time like never before on the earth. And the only way that we're going to be able to make it through is first and foremost the Lord is with us with wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Because nothing in this world is going to be able to save you. The government ain't going to save you. They're going to turn against you. These people that we all around, it's going to be every man for themselves.
That's
you know, and you got different examples in the Bible when something catastrophic happens, the Lord protects his people, and everybody else is out there to fend for themselves till they die. And the Lord he don't care about everybody else, he only care about his people. You know, like again, I'm gonna reference the flood again The Lord only cared about Noah and his family and the animals he commanded him to bring onto the ark.
That's
Everybody
right.
else the Lord didn't care about. He allowed them to die, a horrible death. Because we already know through the scriptures reincarnation exists. We know your spirit is recycled. Nobody just ultimately die and you go home forever. The spirit comes back to the earth. The Lord, he already got a process set up. He ain't worried about these people, especially not the wicked.
So, man, that's right.
Verse 2, it said, "For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and the gross darkness the people. But the Lord Yahweh Shah shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee."
Right, so the darkness and gross darkness, that's going into no knowledge, no understanding. People going to be confused. They're not going to know what to do in the time of Jacob's trouble. That's what this time is called. Jacob's trouble, meaning the time that Israel is going to have a very distressful, the most distressful time for the nation of Israel. And those that's not of the elect, like I said, they're going to be in darkness and gross darkness. But those of the elect, Lord wills knowledge is going to be the stability of those times. Because it's really going to take the Lord to keep you in a stable mind and be able to make decisions in a time where, like I always say, it's a time to make wise decisions during that time, because it's a life and death situation. So it's really going to take the power of the Lord and him really working on your mind to be able to make wise judgments during the time, the most dangerous time in the earth.
Zephaniah chapter 1, starting in verse 14. So the great day of Yahweh Shai is near. It is near and hasted greatly, even the voice of the day of the Lord.
Right.
The mighty man shall cry bitterly. The mighty man shall cry there bitterly. That day is a day of wrath, a day of distress, a salaki. That day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress.
Right, and it said the mighty man shall cry bitterly. And that's all he really needs to say. The toughest, the soldiers that was trained to endure all these different hardcore scenarios that whatever nation that's training them is meant to, set them up for. Nothing is gonna prepare them for what the Lord got coming. But like you said, the mighty man, everyone else, if the mighty man is gonna cry bitterly, what do you think the regular man, the women and children?
It's just like the soldiers that's over there fighting now. When they've been fought in wars, like, can't never prepare you for losing your mind. This is like the guy who came with Japan. Can't never prepare you for all the training they put you through. Can't nothing prepare you for, get you prepared to see somebody who you've been going through life with, this basic training all these years. You can build the brotherhood with, to get his head blew on by a 50 cal. Like, they can't never prepare you for that.
And you actually see it.
You right there with him. You sit right up on him. He's in his head and got blew off.
That would be right.
Yeah, half his body missing. They never prepare you for that. They can put it in a video game simulation, but you know it ain't real.
Right.
At the end of the day, what he went through, that was real. And I'm telling you, I think to my PTSD, I'm telling how many times he go to sleep and they play back in his head. And then the times we coming into, there's some of the same stuff going on, and then you see the missile get shot over your head, like they going over there, they striking now. There's somebody going through that as we speak.
Right.
Somebody getting somebody getting some stress. Well, what they call it? Like a horrifying event, like something. They going through some terror right now. Some trauma. Yeah, the traumatic experience.
Right.
They just watch somebody over there watching their battle buddy get killed just a few minutes ago, and a missile going over their head in the midst of it. Or a missile landing not too far away, then says, ain't no telling what's going on.
Like I said it last when we went to the scripture last Wednesday, America never been touched. So like you said, these people ain't prepared for nothing like that.
Nah.
They not even getting trained for nothing like that.
They just trying to go in and get it from America and come out.
And that's the mighty man. So how much more just these regular Americans around here, the regular people?
That day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wastedness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness.
Right.
A day of the trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities and against the high towers. And I will bring distress upon men that they should walk like blind men.
Right, see, he gonna bring distress upon men that they should walk like blind men. So it's gonna be so bad, and the situation's gonna be so crucial that they not gonna know what to do. It ain't gonna be no guessing during the time of Jacob's trouble and ultimately the time that the Lord finna bring those thermonuclear missiles on the earth. You ain't gonna be able to guess your way out of that judgment. That's why the scriptures again, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of our tongue. Because through wisdom and knowledge and the faith and the Lord being with you, you're gonna be able to make those wise decisions in a stable mindset. But everybody else, they're gonna be in a chaotic and I don't know if the word is ecstatic, but chaotic mindset.
Traumatized.
Yeah, traumatized too. They ain't gonna be able to make no decisions. People gonna freeze up. A lot of people gonna commit suicide. A lot of people they gonna die from heart attacks. They gonna die from all types of all ways the Lord is gonna take them out.
So you're not ecstatic means like you kind of happy.
Okay, I forgot what word it is.
It's gonna be just like like 9/11. A lot of them, I don't know exactly how many, so I ain't gonna say a lot, but a good number of the people that chose to jump out that building, a lot of them, they had a heart attack before they hit the ground.
Yeah.
It wasn't just the impact that killed them. If it wasn't only the impact, they were dead before they hit the ground because you coming towards the earth, going however fast from however high they was. They passed out before they hit the ground.
They were hitting the ground like a bomb going off. Blot. Blot.
Yeah, I can't imagine him to do that.
Fire was that hot in that building.
Yeah.
Because you got to think about, do you feel anything when you hit the ground, or is it just empty? Or do you feel like a
Just up in there, ain't no circulation going on. You can't breathe that fuck in there.
And ultimately, it's up to the Lord.
Yeah.
The Lord can keep you alive in that body, and you feel everything.
Yeah.
I feel 50 stories.
Like you did Superman.
Yeah.
Where Christmas was breathe, yeah.
Yeah. But it's gonna be a lot of people. The Lord, he gonna terrorize people so bad that it might be a situation like that. They jump out the building, they land on the ground, they die. I mean, they stay alive, but they feel everything. Lord probably had animals come eat off of them, and then they still get thermonuclear.
Yeah.
Thermal nuke.
But then you got to think about it too. Before this, like you said earlier, American version, quoting Yashima in the scriptures, this is a version, so war is gonna come over here. America's gonna experience war before the thermonuclear missiles hit.
This is Zephaniah 1:17. And I will bring distress upon men, that they should walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as the dung. Nevertheless, Zephaniah 1:17 again, I will bring distress upon men, that they should walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord. And their blood should be poured out as the dust, and their flesh as the dung.
Right, their blood should be poured out as the dust, their flesh as the dung. It's you can't even count how much dust is flying around, all this dust around us. You can't even barely see it. It's so much dust around us, and bodies out like dung. Cause the thing about, like, if you got an animal or a dog or something, you take it out to use the bathroom, man. You see there's nothing but piles of poop everywhere. Maybe other people's dogs, or maybe the same dog or whatever. That's how it's gonna be bodies and blood around here.
Like you ride down the street, you see a dead dog or a cat or something hit in the street, and it's just lying there. That's how you're gonna see bodies. It's gonna be bodies like this, bodies after body.
That's right.
In the streets. On verse 18, neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath.
Right, see, and it's a precept that say wisdom is a defense and money is a defense. But money can't get you out of the day of the Lord. Only the wisdom, knowledge, understanding can. You know? Ultimately, the Lord got to deliver you. Wisdom, knowledge, understanding is going to help you get out of that situation. So that lets you know that money ain't going to be able to save you during that time. The Lord really just covering all the different categories of people, because he started with the soldiers, the mighty men who were supposed to be trained for chaotic level or apocalyptic level situations. They ain't gonna be ready. Then he said your money and your silver and your gold with your money, all you people with money in this world, that ain't gonna save you. The Lord just going through and just telling you all the different categories of people that's gonna be in this situation that's not gonna be saved. That's wicked.
But the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy, for he shall make even a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land.
It's only gonna take the Lord 1 hour. Lord said he gonna get busy, and within an hour of destroying America. You know, just think about all the years it took Esau Edom, the different generations it took him to get to the point to where he is now. You know, using America, and the Lord said He's gonna destroy it in an hour.
Yeah, think about it too, because like you say, 1,000 years for us is like a day to the Most High. So it really ain't been nothing but like a weekend to the Most High, and then 1 hour He gonna break it down for us. He don't even blink an eye yet.
Right. Right.
That's an instant.
Tell you something,
He
bro.
mess around, but I really took it easy on him.
If they're gonna be the second death, if like just say the people died before the fire, is he gonna replace them back in their bodies so they could catch the second death?
He can do that. He can.
Yeah, you know, just like say, like you just said, you're gonna see bodies on the ground. So when they already died, so when all the bombs come to hit America, is he gonna put that spirit back in their body so they could catch that second death right there, the fire?
We don't know if he just gonna actually do that, but he can.
Yeah.
Lord, he can bring that spirit back of whoever he want to feel that judgment,
Yeah.
and have them back in that body. And then those thermonuclear missiles land on the ground, they feel that heat from that too. Now they suffering through that.
Yeah.
A lot of people he gonna keep alive just so they can feel that.
Yeah, because I know he gonna raise, you know, the one that died in it.
First, yeah, they gonna be
and
going to
then
the
the
chariot
one,
first.
then you know, being placed back in their body. And I was just wondering, like, people that died didn't believe in the Father's name, Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. And, you know, you're going to put them back in their body and going to roast them.
Like I said, it just depends.
Yeah.
Some people, the Lord might wanted them to go out the way they did,
Oh, okay.
and they just gonna be in the spirit world. But other people, he gonna have them to feel that judgment. So, like the brother said, it's on the Lord how
Yeah.
He want to do it.
How you want to do it.
This is
Then those brothers who passed away already, they ain't gonna come back in their old body, their grave body. They gonna be given their new body. They gonna be on the chariots with them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The one that died, they
Brother,
died in the name, in the truth.
Yeah, they ain't gonna be.
Yeah.
Nah, go ahead.
They gon' you know, I know he gonna lift them up. And the one that already then die in his name, you know, then believe in it, then die, believe in the name, you know, if they gonna get roasted, you know, they're gonna be the second death. If they're gonna be the second death.
It's like that.
Yeah.
And the ones that was in it that believed on Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, like I said, they gonna be in new bodies waiting on the chair.
Yeah,
they
waiting on
gonna be them good.
Yeah.
And the ones that didn't believe, they
I got you.
This is Psalm 137, verse 7.
Yeah.
Remember, O Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, and who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof.
Right. Remember the children of Edom. So it's basically a psalm saying, Lord, remember what these Edomites did to our people. You know, especially when they all the evil now, you know, just all the evil they done all the way from the beginning, from Genesis, from the very beginning all the way to now. Remember everything.
That's right.
O daughter of Babylon, who are to be destroyed, happy shall he be that rewarded thee as thou hast served him.
Who are to be destroyed. So again, this place is going to be turned into the lake of fire, completely 100% destroyed off the face of the earth. You know, happy is he. We're gonna be happy when the Lord actually brings us to pay.
Like I said, America's just gonna be a lake of fire. It's gonna be a memorial of what not to do.
Yeah.
And so we know, that's what happened when we went off. That's what happened.
That's what it led to.
Yeah, that's what it led to. You know, like we were just talking about Friday, like in my father's house with many mansions, he got it ain't weird. My father's house with many mansions, ain't no telling what the most I got out there.
Yeah.
Like we were talking about, we got after the Yahweh shot come back, it's gonna be concerning. It ain't just gonna be the planet Earth, this is a whole lot more. Yeah, they call it a universe. Like really a multiple. But it's a unity means one. We probably got over 1 billion planets right there.
Let's brought it back up. That's kind of what I wanted to go into, but even here on Earth, because a part of Cain's curse was the Earth was not going to yield its strength unto him, you know. But we know through the Spirit, Edom is Cain's incarnation. But it's going to be, for us, it's going to be the opposite. The Earth is going to literally yield its strength unto us because, you know, I was listening to the brother earlier, Ayash, when he was going into it. He was saying, like, just like we gonna repopulate the earth, it's gonna be one shall become a small nation. You know, like just say you one man, but you have 1,000 kids. You know, and just think about the 144,000. Just think each brother have 1,000 kids with one woman, or he just have 1,000 kids in general. That's not even including the 1/3. And just say each one of them have 1,000 children, each male. You know, we're gonna need an abundance of resources. And in the kingdom of heaven, that's gonna be like one of the top words, abundance. We're gonna have an abundance of everything. So the earth is gonna continually yield its strength unto us.
That's not about to be.
Right. So it's gonna continually yield its abundance to us, which that's why I had said earlier, it's not gonna be no type of unemployment, no such thing as unemployment in the kingdom of heaven. These other nations is gonna work, and they gonna have plenty to do. Because like you said, it's a lot of mouths to feed, and they ain't gonna have no downtime. The only time they gonna have downtime is to sleep, which is the rest, and the Sabbath day. Outside of that, it's gonna be continual work.
That's right.
Happy shall he be and take it and dash thy little ones against the stone.
Right, happy shall he be and take and dash thy little ones against the sun. So it's gonna be, let's go back into that payback. Even dashing the little stone, dashing our little ones against the stone, repaying Esau Edom back for all the evil that he has done, and these other nations, but mainly Esau Edom. Even in the kingdom of heaven, making their little ones go out there and work. You know.
That's right, bro.
And again, the earth is gonna continually yield its strength. So as soon as just say they out there picking whatever resource for us, every time they pick it up, it replenishes again. It's just constantly replenishing each time they pick it up. So they gotta constantly keep picking it up and moving it wherever we tell them to do. They gotta constantly do it until we tell them to rest. Then the Sabbath day can roll around, they get a chance to rest, but the earth is still yielding, so it's double what they would have done if they were already out there picking. So now they gotta work double to catch up. It's gonna be hell on them.
That's right. That's right.
Right.
I was just thinking that for 10 minutes.
Right, so the earth gonna continually yield its strength unto us. And they gonna continually work, you know. And they gonna be in a low level body. It's gonna be even lower. They gonna continue to deteriorate. They're not gonna have a chance to actually revitalize. They body's gonna be good enough just to go out there and work and do what we need them to do. But after 1,000 years, like the brother said, they're gonna be eradicated anyway.
I said, yeah, because we're gonna have immortal bodies. We won't know pain no more. We won't know sickness no more. So when we get in that, we ain't gonna be, I don't even see what the fuck you feel.
What they
Everybody
feel
gonna
like?
be breaking down every day.
What they feel like?
I don't know. You sweat? Goddamn.
Nah, we gonna remember everything. That's what's gonna make it more enjoyable. We gonna remember exactly how it felt to be in that position and predicament. So
That's
it's
right.
gonna make that's a part of the kingdom of heaven. Knowing what the other nations is going through is gonna be a type of fulfillment.
One of the brothers, some brother gonna have every report on his plantation. Like, you the one that came up with the 5-day work week.
Right.
Yeah.
60 hours a week.
That's right, baby. Can't wait.
I even was just listening to like a YouTube short about, salary workers versus hourly workers, and it's a whole ripoff.
Yeah, because hourly, they work you. It's like you the hardest worker, but you don't really get the most out of it.
Yeah.
And salary, they work you more hours.
Right.
So like I get to work early. Yeah, I get to work early before everybody else. My supervisor there before me. Sometimes he stay after me, but he kept off on things. No matter what he do, he kept off. They'll make it sound good. No matter how many days you miss, you still get the same pay. You can't miss so many days.
They'll tell you that when we bumping you up to salary. Let's say you making 75 or 70,000 a year. They bump you up to 85,000 a year on salary. But like you said, you gotta work extra hours, like 60 hours maybe a week. When you do the math on it, you ain't getting overtime. You can't get paid overtime. So when you do the math on it, you're making less money, but with more work. Yeah. That's why a lot of people don't want to do salary.
Anything you work over 40 on salary, you're working in the hole. Because if you work an extra 20 hours, you only work. They only paid you for 20.
Yeah.
Because you worked over 20, so then you took 20 from you. So so anything over 40, you're in the hole.
But they try to show you that, or they try to put that big number in front of like 85,000. You go from 70 to 85,000 a year. But really, when you do the math, you're making way less money.
That's right.
Get like an extra hour top on it anyway.
Back in Isaiah 60, verse 3, and the Gentiles shall come to thy light, and kings to the brightness of thy rising. Lift up thy eyes round about, and see, all they gather themselves together. They come to thee. Thy sons shall come from far, and thy daughters shall nurse at thy side. And thou shalt see and flow together, and thy heart shall fear, and be enlarged, because the abundance of the sea shall covered unto thee. The forces of the Gentiles shall come unto thee.
Yeah, right. It said in abundance, which I'm glad you did start up, because I didn't even realize that word was going to even come back up. But abundance, and then right after it said the forces of the Gentiles shall come unto thee, which going to go into our gate shall be open continually, and it's not going to be closed day nor night, because it's going to be continual work in the kingdom of heaven. And like I said, just an example, you had the other nations out there working, and as soon as they pluck up or pick or whatever they're going to have to do, whatever resource they picking, it instantly grow right back,
The first job they're gonna have is cleaning up all those dead bodies.
Right.
That's first job. You're right.
In the Middle East, not here, over there in the land.
Yeah.
It's the first job. I tell you, we're gonna issue our continuing employment. They're gonna be picking up all those dead bodies.
That's right.
Talk about it now. I just thought about it. There's gonna be a lot of work for them to do. We're talking about the bodies now. I gotta think about brothers relocating different planets. Hey, you finna have to clean this, do that. Yeah, brother gonna be taking them to other planets cleaning up and doing all type of stuff for them.
They're gonna be cleaning up on Earth.
Yeah.
They're gonna be on Earth cleaning up fixing the Earth back up. So the Earth is gonna be the one that's destroyed, from all the war. And since you had said that, it made me think about it too. Like they're gonna be cleaning up the dead bodies, and just imagine, like, we had to build up America. We had to build up the other nations.
That's
we ain't
right.
never had to clean up the earth. Like, we ain't never had to just go through all the war-torn earth part. Because of course, America is gonna be completely 100% destroyed. But like you said, the Middle East, all those regions of the earth, that's been touched, and they had some type of destruction. Because this is a world war. Like we ain't never have to go through this. That's gonna be a hell of a judgment.
But you look at what our people did go through.
Yeah.
I mean, you take the earth and you take, none of this concrete and mortar, just all trees, chopping down the manual labor, chopping down trees, the digging of holes to make foundations to build with. I mean, that's what they're going back to, though. They're not gonna have the machinery to excavate and bulldoze and do all of that. So they're going back to that manual labor, which is gonna be even tough.
That's right.
Because first they got to move all the debris, and then they got to start from scratch.
They got to clean up the water, the ocean, the seas, all the stuff that they done destroyed.
That's right.
Right. They got to clean all that up.
Some boat going on.
This is Ezekiel chapter 39, verse 13. Yea, all the people of the land shall bury them, and it shall be to them a renown the day that I shall be glorified, says on the Lord, Yahweh Shai. And they shall sever out men of continual employment, passing through the land, to bury with the passengers those that remain upon the earth, those that remain on the face of the earth, to cleanse it after the end of 7 months shall they search.
Right, and then it said it shall be a day of renown, so this is gonna be a day to remember. It's gonna be well known outside of every other time period in the earth what the Lord is gonna do in the times that's to come in this war. And all the other nations, like the brother said, they gonna have continual employment. It's always gonna be something for them to do. They, like you said, they gotta start with the bodies. They gotta clean the earth up. They gotta clean the sea up. Then they gotta gather the resources, and they gotta build up our kingdom. And then, like the brother was going into, they gotta build up our mansions, our palaces, everywhere we gonna be at. However we want our kingdom, however that brother, or these brothers want their mansion built and want their houses built, and the houses for their wives and houses for their children, whatever. However they want it built, the other nations, they got to do it exactly to that blueprint. And we ain't gonna be in these low-level bodies of seeing how Esau Edom do it. We're gonna have 100% of the capability of our brains, and the Lord will allow us to get creative. So it's like the brother said, it's gonna be continual employment. It's always gonna be something for them to do. And even after the 1,000 years is up and these other nations are allowed to go back and rebuild, allowed to go back to their own lands, so like they still gonna be in continual employment. They still gonna be working for us.
Still be digging certain stones. How they got them Hamites over there, them gold mines, how they had Jake in doing the sugar cane fields and the cotton fields. And what else we was doing? Sugar cane, cotton, tobacco.
Everything.
Right, everything,
Yeah.
How they got, how they got a lot of them. There's a lot of jakes over there in them Hamitic land where they digging up the lithium and all the stuff they use now, all the different stones and metals. Right.
What Obama is, man? What is
His dad is one, so yeah.
Yeah, like get his ass over there and stretch him out.
Well, think about it. I'm glad you said that because I was thinking about it earlier. He made the statement, I think he was on 60 Minutes or something. They were asked, would he like to have a third term? And he said, I like it if I was sitting in the basement and somebody had an earpiece in their ear and I was, telling them what was, going on and, things to say.
Yeah.
And basically, you look at it, that's what's happening now with Kamala.
Yeah.
And the earpiece earpiece, and he's the forerunner out for her. So Trump is actually running against Obama.
Exactly.
In actuality.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
thought about that in the debates. You know, I can either have on an earpiece and stuff. I thought about it.
Yeah.
An earpiece has somebody tell you everything to say.
Yeah.
And then also too, it was, I think it was during his first term when everybody thought Obama was gonna do something for black people. He was getting interviewed by I don't know who it was, Edomite reporter. But long story short, the Edomite was basically going into how, you know, now that you in office, you were the president, are you gonna be doing all this for black people, making sure they get all the rights and giving them all the benefits and stuff? And Obama basically said, no. He cut him off and said, no, America don't work that way. You know, so he ain't for our people anyway.
No, he ain't for our people.
Even if he was controlled, he still ain't. Even if he was an Israelite, he ain't for our people.
Yeah.
We know he.
Just like Steve Harvey and them, how they be talking toward, that woman, vote.
He ain't
for
for
us.
us. He ain't for us.
Well, he made that distinguish that he's not, because when him and Big Mike went over to Africa, and they were looking at something, he said, look, these are your people right here, and it was something dealing with the Israelites.
Right.
You know, so we know that, he's a man.
Yeah, he ain't. Yeah. We're gonna have that stretched out too.
I thought about it earlier.
You're gonna be stretched out, baby. What she is? She a sister. What she is?
Say a man.
Transformer.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, but it's an Israelite. It's an Israelite. Whatever it is.
But she gonna be in low place.
Go ahead.
Oh, I thought you.
Oh no, I was saying, none of them presidents nothing really care no way. So, like, we talked about it a while ago, all this money and some of this send overseas, but you got people at home starving, and then people in Florida, they lost everything. And I was talking to somebody at work earlier. Got to talk about like places like Walmart, because I used to work at Walmart.
Yeah.
They used to let us go get Gatorade and coffee and stuff like that, because at Walmart, about 2 or 3 days before the expiration date, they just throw it away.
Just throw it away. Yeah.
Like going to the deli, give me something to eat. The people at the deli, they wouldn't put stickers on them. Well, they put a sticker on there. I just going by my way, because back then I really ain't had it. I was going to work and going to school. I paid for 2 people to stay here, all type of stuff. But yeah, so one day they ran the camera back. Somebody was stealing money at the register. It wasn't me, but it was in our department. They ended up firing me over some food. I'm like, damn, y'all gonna throw the shit away at the end of the damn day anyway. They throw all that food away at the end of the day. People hungry. You know, like I said, you got places like Walmart. The president can easily pass on and be like, hey, if it get within 2 or 3 days, they go give it to the nearest shelter or something like that. They don't even do something simple as that. Walmart throw away thousands of pounds of food.
Fair food, all of them do.
Yep. I was about to say, when I worked at Moe's, they had you to weigh the food. Well, certain food, certain of they put it back in the freezer.
Yeah.
But certain of they had you to weigh and then throw it away.
Throw it away.
I'm like, it's a weight. I used to start fixing my own food before I go.
Yeah.
The manager, we all did it. He wanted us to stop, but we didn't stop. We just killed him. Why waste that food and then we working?
Yeah, working. Yeah.
We working.
See, y'all ain't smart. Y'all got to start using that thinking cap. Like if me and Yashimal worked at Jitney's, today I go by, they put that chicken back there, that pack the chicken up and put it in the little thing. It may be $3-4. This back in the day.
Yeah.
I go by it. Once I'm finished eating, I give Yashimal my receipt. He'll go back there and just get him one and stick it on there, and then he go eat.
Yeah.
They got all the cameras and stuff now. They gonna get you.
Well, they had cameras then, but you just the way you do it.
I mean, they ain't say nothing. They ain't say. Well, I mean, he said something, but he didn't care.
Small places like that. But Walmart, they multi-billion-dollar company. Look, I work for you, motherfucker. You can't give me a little plate.
But see, we gonna supplant regardless.
Yeah, I'm doing it for a little minute.
So we told y'all we wasn't perfect, man.
Yeah. I just wanted something to eat. I all hungry shit.
We done supplant.
We done stuff, man. You know what I'm saying?
We gonna supplant. And then it's ironic Well, I mean, it's not ironic, but it ain't no coincidence. We supplant Esau again. His own captivity. I mean, his own kingdom. You know, like he says, he's not rightly called Jacob. That's a planter.
I think there was a study say America throw away like 40% of their food a day, man.
Billions of pounds of food.
Now it's like 40% of the food in America get thrown away a day. 40% a day. That's why I say this is the land that lives so delicious, so carelessly. You know, that's why I say this is the land that they live carelessly. They don't realize how good they really got it. You know, just for it's having just for the food. We still oppressed. We still at the bottom. God still had that mercy on us, you know, we still here, we still eat, man. But it's BS, but just going to show how Americans throw away 40% of their food, man.
School lunch is included in that.
Yep.
With the rules, like I say, you throwing away all this food, man. It's get it to somebody.
And then on top of that, at the jitney I was working at where we actually did that, the manager got fired for embezzlement. He was stealing money out the tills.
All right, man, ain't nobody getting paid enough, man. I got get back sometime. Right.
And he was the Edomite.
The Edomite went in and get quit. See them damn Edomite, that's what they gonna do. They gonna commit a white collar crime.
Yeah.
They might hit for 200,000, go to jail for 3 years.
Yeah.
Shit, Jake go to jail for they done a little crime, get caught with $1,000 worth of something.
Yeah,
Shit, do 10 years, do more than the Edomite.
Yeah.
Victimless crime.
The world be different by the time Jay get out. If Jay get out, the world be done changed.
They get caught with some drugs, he do 20 years, then Edomite go hit a lick for $2 million. He do 5 years, and that $2 million still waiting on him.
Yeah.
He set, you know what I'm saying?
Even though we ain't condoning it, but with them drugs, people want them drugs. They come and buy it.
Yeah. Same thing.
Ain't
You go in the
nobody
bank,
asking for all this stuff Esau be doing.
interest rate high. Your interest rate high, he is 5%, you're on 15.
Right.
Yeah.
He'll bless every now and then. They tried that with my grandma. I forgot what bank it was, but
Yeah.
she wanted she do a little bit of reading on Esau and their little system, but
Yeah.
my grandma ended up paying for her house and back in her hometown because they tried to. I forgot what bank it was, but they had higher interest rates for the color folk than they did for the Edomites. Than they did Edomites, and she ended up living rent free for 8 years.
That's all right there.
Well, mortgage free.
Yeah. I know they had a recall on what's that bank up there on County Line. No, Wells Fargo. They interest was on car was so high, you know, when they financed, then they had to repay people back some of their money. Yeah. On them cars that, you know, they had got it financed through Wells Fargo. Yeah.
Esau, he greedy.
Yeah, he greedy.
It's the land of extortion, you know, interest rates.
Yeah.
It's like, that's how Esau, that's how he lives, man, off them interest.
Yeah, they sent me something in the email the other day. I'm like, it was a little loan offer. It was like, okay, we'll give you $300. And I looked at it. It said, pay back 13 something. Man, I deleted this shit. You got to get $1,000 off of me just for getting 300. 700% interest rate. I'm like, get this out of my face, man. I'm thinking I'm gonna get something to build some credit. They we gonna give you 350 and you gonna give us 1,300, man.
I bet you the 300 was in big numbers too, like big fun.
They don't expect you to read.
Yeah.
But you know, you have to supplant them at their own game, and in order to supplant them at their own game, you got to learn the game from Esau, and you know that's what I did, learn the game from Esau, how to use their money to get the things you want, but kill their interest, because they're gonna hit you regardless of the high interest rate, and you have to know how to pay that off without, kill the interest, but still pay your loan off without giving them all the money.
All the money.
You had said playing that game. I had yesterday. I went out to give you something to eat, and on the TV they had this show. I ain't know it was a show, but it's like living off the grid. People building their houses like in the middle of fields, maybe on a little island, wherever they may be at. I couldn't hear it, but I saw it. And I'm like, I mean, like you say, Esau gonna get away. They gonna find a way. Because even with that, you on national television. They know who you at. They gonna find a way to come tax you. You on TV. They in a lady show them something on their little TikTok. So they got internet, so they got some kind of cell tower somewhere. You still ain't off the grid.
Drop a little bomb over there and tell you they're gonna repair your house or your land. Now they got you with the interest.
You don't want to pay this little land tax because that's not.
All right, back in Isaiah 60, verse 6, it says, the multitude of camels shall cover thee, the dromdaries of Midian and Ephah, all they from Sheba shall come. They shall bring gold, incense, and they shall shoot, forth the praise of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua.
Right, so the other nations, you know, them different animals we used to use to carry stuff, like camels and dromedary, them carry different stuff. So they're gonna be bringing the Israelites on back. They're gonna be bringing resources on those different animals. That's talking about, man. They're gonna be bringing all the resources to us to build the kingdom of heaven. You got it, bro.
All the flock of Kedar shall be gathered together unto thee. The ram of Rehoboth shall minister unto thee. They shall come up with acceptance of mine altar, and I will glorify the house of my glory.
Glorify the house of glory. He's gonna glorify the nation of Israel, and he gonna beautify the earth, you know. And it's all gonna be off of the hard sweat, blood, and tears of the other nations, you know. And it's gonna be joy, and we ain't gonna care nothing about them, you know. We ain't gonna care nothing about them or their well-being.
That's right.
They gonna have clear directions of what we want them to do, what we expect every day, like Esau Edom did. And these other nations, they gonna hate Esau Edom during this time too. They gonna hate him because they know that they in that predicament with him because of him, you know.
That's right.
But they gonna hate him, and he gonna be at the very bottom. He gonna get a different experience than what we got.
She probably want to be with him. All right, verse 8, it says, who are these that fly as a cloud and as a dove to their window? Surely the isles shall wait for me, and the ships of Tarshish first, to bring thy sons from far, their silver and their gold with them, unto the name of the house of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua thy power, and to the Holy One of Israel, because he have glorified thee.
And it just made just thinking about that. Like I said, she probably didn't want to be with that Edomite, because how many times you know of an Edomite couple come out and the woman wave and he don't even pay no attention, or he don't speak. It usually be the man speaking.
You probably see herself gold.
Cause see, in the kingdom of heaven too, we gonna get all the resources. They're gonna be bringing us all the resources, and they're gonna be bringing us the beautiful women of their nation. You know, the most beautiful. They're gonna get the worst of the worst.
That's right.
You know, especially the Edomite. The Edomite man, he gonna have to repopulate with the worst of the worst of his nation. You know, but all the beautiful women, we gonna get them, and they still gonna be our slaves and our concubines. You know.
That's right.
I don't know, man. Most High putting something on them, because last weekend, me and the wife, we was out shopping, and we went to like 3 or 4 different places, and they were just speaking to us like they knew us.
They've been reading.
Yeah.
How you doing? Like we was a celebrity or something.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
We getting out the car, going into
right.
Whole Foods, going into Sam's, and going into Kroger. You know, they were like, hey, how you doing? You know, I'm like. I'm thinking to myself, you know, what's going on with the Edomites? You know, it's husband and wife, you know, like you were saying.
Huh? Right.
that brother beat me over his time. I was gonna hit him. Take one last shot.
All right, verse 10, it says, and the verse 10, and the sons of the strangers shall build up thy walls, and their kings shall minister unto thee. For in my wrath I smote thee, but in my favor have I had mercy on thee.
Right, and it's a great mercy to have the other nation. Like the brother had said, Henry Ford. Just imagine you seeing you through the spirit. You know Trump back in the reincarnation. You know, he gonna have obviously a Hebrew name, but you know it's Trump.
Yeah.
You know, in that particular lifetime, he your slave.
Yeah.
You know. and they particularly your slaves at that moment, and they gotta work for you. So, like you said, for example, Elon, all the people that's working for Tesla and everything, getting underpaid, overworked, and discriminated. Jake, or whatever the case may be. Now imagine the face of that company coming back in the reincarnation working for you. You can't even imagine what you're gonna do to him, or what you're gonna have him to do.
All that good white privilege gonna be gone.
Yeah, man, just sitting in that office when they fired me. They didn't say a word. Had the lady do all the talk. I remember you.
Oh yeah. Basically, the Lord,
I'm on my get back.
He gonna allow us to get a lot of these Edomites and a lot of these other nations that did us wrong in this particular lifetime. And see, that's the thing, they didn't consider their latter end because they did us wrong when we had the knowledge. You know, like we might, before we came into this truth, we got done wrong. We may or may not remember the exact person who did it, depending on the severity of it. But they did this to us when we was aware of everything. So like you said, we gonna see them again. And we gonna know who they are. And we gonna have something special for that person. We probably gonna respect them.
I pray the Most High leave a little sample of all the plagues, and different vaccines and all of that they have created.
Yeah.
Because I won't build snakes on mine, because I just want to have him up like this, and all that just going in, just tubes coming out of it.
Yeah. Give him a strong will. Give him the same lashes. Right down the crack of his back.
Probably have them born deformed. They born with 4 fingers. Right. They gonna get it in the kingdom of heaven. It ain't gonna be nothing nice.
What about them cats, Steve Harvey? The ones that sold out, man.
They gonna be in their right mind. They gonna be reborn. They're gonna be low level. Those that die on this side, this other 2/3, they gonna come back in their right mind. They gonna still receive. They gonna even have more than the whatever the richest Israelite is on that side. They gonna have more than them on that side still. Yeah. Because they gonna still come back through their righteous line. They still an Israelite. Yeah. But they not gonna be nowhere near the elect in that time. Yeah. See,
everybody.
Good.
All different is that you gotta think about it. Brothers that got done wrong. All of them been done wrong. Then you think about Jake, they came up with all these inventions. AC, lawnmower. You took my invention. Yeah, brothers came up with all types of stuff, man. Brothers that made a car that run off of water, they done got them out here. You don't think he probably seen the face that did it to him before he went to the spirit world? All type of brothers. Yeah, everybody got to get their get paid. Brothers that came up, Dr. C. Yeah. The man that can cure cancer and AIDS died from a common cold. Like, come on, man.
Yeah. But yeah, they gonna. It said in Matthew, chapter 5 that they was gonna be the least in the kingdom of heaven. So they still gonna receive the benefits.
Yeah, they still gonna see the benefits
and everything. They like I said, they gonna have more than the richest Israelite in the world right now, or richest person in the world right now. They gonna have more than King Solomon. I see it like that.
They gonna still be living good.
They ain't gonna be on the level of the elect. The 144,000, we can't even imagine the level that they gonna be on if the least Israelite is going to be greater than King Solomon.
Okay, okay.
That's why I say I had not seen how the ear had heard the things he got waiting for.
All right, verse 11. It says, therefore that thy gates shall be open continually. They shall not be shut day nor night, that men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles, and that their kings may be brought.
Right. So they're going to continue to bring in resources, continually working. Might even have a day shift, night shift. We don't know how it's going to be.
One shift.
Know? Yeah, or one shift.
Morning to the night.
Whole 12-hour shift. We don't know how it's going to be. You know, how the Lord going to have us to have it set up. But they going to be working. Huh?
Say give them double, so they
Yeah,
work,
triple
they work
double,
morning and afternoon.
Yeah.
And then, they sleep during the 11 o'clock to 6 and back up at the beginning.
Back up at
I'm just speaking, but yeah, it's gonna be torture. But we ain't even made to do it, and the Lord bless us to be able to do it. We got Jake working 2-3 jobs. We wore out like Daniel chapter 7 say, he wore out the saints. In all aspects. They gonna just be getting started.
It ain't gonna be no end until they be brought to an end.
For the nations and the kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish. Yeah, these nations shall be utterly wasted. The glory of Lebanon shall come unto thee, the fir tree, the pine tree, and the box together, to beautify the places of thy sanctuary, and I will make the places of thy feet glorious. And the sons also of them that afflict thee shall come bending unto thee, and all they that despise thee shall bow themselves down at the soles of thy feet, and they shall call thee the city of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, the Zion of the Holy One of Israel.
Right.
Whereas thou hast been forsaken and hated, so that no man went through thee, I will make thee an eternal excellency, a joy of many generations.
And that's the process that we're going through right now, because the Lord, Isaiah 13:12, the Lord said he will make a man more precious than fine gold. And of course that's going through it's gonna be talking about during the time of Jacob's trouble, but it's not gonna stop. Like, it ain't just for Jacob's trouble and then you ain't precious no more. Like, the Lord, he gonna be making us more precious than fine gold, and then on top of that, it's gonna be up. It's gonna be on up from there, and building the whole nation of Israel. It all starts with the men.
And I was thinking about that earlier, because we were talking about the past few days. We've been talking about like the eternal life after the judgment. Like, you get, and we done talked about it before, brothers just getting to wake up and do anything they can really set their mind to. I thought about, man, brother really gonna be waking up. Like, you wake up in the morning now, you be, damn, I gotta go frowned all up, getting the crust out your eye, breath stank. Yeah. You get to wake up, brothers just wake up with a smile on their face, ear to ear.
Yeah.
Just because you know, hey, this finna be it for eternity. You just wake up happy. You wake up mad as hell now, or just feel like you feed a lot of the time. Me, I'd be like, man, I got to find something to do. Hey, some got to give, man.
Wake up like Eddie in Coming to America, where you about to go in there and get bathed by your bathers, and you ain't got nothing to worry about.
Your bathers.
You could have just said wise.
Well,
Baby, I feel it, baby.
yeah, you may not want them as wise,
Baby. It's my baby.
All right, verse 16, it says, thou shalt also suck the milk of the Gentiles, and shalt suck the breast of kings, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord and thy Savior, and thy Redeemer, the mighty one of Jacob.
Right, we're gonna beat off the other nations. They hard work and they labor. Like I said, they blood, sweat, and tears. Because it's really gonna be blood, it's gonna be sweat, and it's gonna be tears from all the other nations. And when they mourn it for their situation and their condition, because we mourn in our situation, and our condition, and they laughed at us, we gonna laugh at them. We ain't gonna care. You know, we ain't gonna care.
Right.
All the hell we done been through and everything we had to go through just to get to the point to where we at now, we ain't gonna care. They ain't been through nothing yet.
That's right.
They ain't begun to see nothing yet for them to start complaining.
And no need complaining.
Water. I got a bottle. He got.
You gonna bring it.
But our black women gonna look up at us then, boy.
Oh,
How you
yeah,
like
yeah.
me now?
Yeah, that's gonna start in Jacob's trouble.
Yeah.
All of them, not even just
Yeah.
all the tribes. They gonna
be looking up at us then, brother. How you like me now?
and you gonna like the other apostle the boy always say, balls will be in your court.
Yes,
You
indeed.
gonna do the truth.
Yeah, the prince ain't gonna be able to be touched then.
All right, verse 17, it says, for brass I will bring gold, and for iron I will bring silver, and for wood brass, and for stones iron. I will also make thy officer peace,
Right.
and thy executor righteousness.
That's just showing you the transition from the lower state to a glorified state. So all the
Exactly.
lower level,
Salaki,
he
exactly.
used the lower level materials or resources and compared it to higher level resources or materials.
I will make
And basically just saying like, I'm gonna take y'all out that low position and I'm gonna glorify y'all. And that's what's gonna happen.
That's right.
All right, verse 19 is verse 18. Violence shall no more be heard in thy land, wasting nor destruction within the borders. But thou shalt call thy walls salvation, and thy gates praise.
There ain't gonna be no more Israelite on Israelite crime. It's gonna be over with.
That's right. That's right.
We're not gonna kill each other anymore. No violence in our land. No argument. No fight. None of that.
That's right.
Everybody gonna be good. Everybody gonna get along.
The sun shall be no more thy light by day, neither for brightness shall the moon give light unto thee. But the Lord Yahweh Shai shall bring unto thee an everlasting light, and thy God and thy power, thy glory.
And Yahweh is gonna be directly amongst us, and we're gonna have the glorified body. So like the brother said, we ain't gonna have to teach nobody no more. We're gonna have the law, statutes, and commandments written in our inward part, in our minds. We're not gonna be capable of going off and sinning no more.
That's right.
The sun shall no more go down, neither shall thy moon withdraw itself. For the Lord shall be thy everlasting light, and the days of thy mourning shall be ended. Thy people also shall be all righteous. They shall inherit the land forever. The branch of thy planting, the work of thy hands, that may be glorified.
They go there forever again. Forever in the train.
All right, verse 21 in the NLT, it says, all your people shall be righteous. They shall possess their land forever, for I will plant them there with my own hands in order to bring myself glory.
All right.
I'll just finish out in the NLT. It says, the smallest family shall become 1,000 people, and the tiniest group will become a mighty nation. At the right time, I, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, will make it happen.
Right, he will hasten the day. So basically, going back to the saying, 1,000, just say 1,000 children per Israelite, per member of the elect. You know, that's we can't even imagine. You know how populated the nation of Israel is going to be and how fast it's going to happen.
That's right.
Got anything else? And on that note, we're going to close out. First and foremost, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashur, Kamadash.
double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS that rule well. Peace, love, and salutation to all the brothers out there pushing this word, sincerity, and the truth. Shalom to all the brothers, sisters, and children out there keeping this word, sincerity, and the truth. We hope this lesson was edifying. Until next time, I say Kwam Yasha'Allah.
Kwam Yasha'Allah.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Bob.
Bob.